I want to talk about the Missouri race. Again, I don't know who the hell is advising a Democratic senator who is in a tight race. You might not want to piss off a black state senator the week before the election when you need every vote possible. Got Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. Hey folks, if you're looking for a hot new investment opportunity, I have two things I want you to think about: illegal marijuana and crowdfunding. Now you just let that sink in for a second. Our friends at Transatlantic Real Estate have created a unique opportunity for everyday investors like you to get in the game for a minimum of $300 or $10,000, 50 grand, or even $100,000. You can get in where you want to fit in. Now typically it takes millions if not billions to invest in the legal marijuana industry, and it can be pretty risky trying to establish market share. However, Transatlantic Real Estate is taking a different approach. They buy the land that supports marijuana grow operations and lease it to licensed, high-paying tenants. Now imagine being a landlord to a licensed marijuana farm. With the prospects of further legalization and changing public perceptions about marijuana, some investors could end up making serious money over the next several years. The best part is they are using crowdfunding so you can get in now before they take the company public. If you want to find out more, go to marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org to get in now. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video. Now, I mean, that's Scott, that's not smart politics.
It's not smart politics, but here's the equation. People of color who vote or may not vote in Missouri, and I heard the state senator's message, but who are they going to vote for then? They got to vote. McCaskill's people know that, and she needs those rural, white, working-class voters in Missouri.
Yeah, but
so that's why she's running it.
But here's the problem.
That message may make her feel good, make the state senator feel good, and you feel good, but the reality is, who black people going to vote for?
No, here's the deal.
Republican in Missouri?
Here's the deal. If you're a Democrat,
black people not to vote for the Democrat.
Listen. If you're
a
a Democratic senator, it is stupid to, first of all, in a year where we're seeing across the country, Monique, Democrats with significant enthusiasm to run an ad saying, "Oh, the crazed Democrats." Now, you can say, "This is who I am. These are my beliefs," things along those lines, but you don't attack the very people who are out there trying to mobilize on your behalf. That's just dumb politics. And again, you can be competing for rural white voters, but here's the deal. You can't win if your side is depressed and then you hoping they're going to turn out. Monique, go ahead.
That's not true.
I
agree
with
how
they going to turn out?
I agree with Scott.
She's 7 to 9 points down.
I'm trying to
She
agree
needs
with you.
white votes.
Can she talk?
Yes.
So,
it's not my show.
You know what? Oh, Lord, man speak abounds. Man speak abounds. Listen, she barely won before, right? And she was running against that cat that had all the legal issues.
And also who was sexist.
I mean, she's in a ruby red area. She's not supposed to really have that seat. And I think that obviously the state senator is right. She's desperate, but she's desperate and probably leaning toward some accurate political advice and hedging her bets to pull out rural voters on the fence who really don't want to see the Republican majority stay in. And she is counting on what they always count on, taking the black vote for granted.
Well,
and thinking
they got
that
no place else to vote.
But she's trying to alienate the fringe. She's trying to alienate the far left for the sake of some middle people, for the sake of some independents, and it's a tight, close race.
Malik,
so
this is
I'm
very
not saying
simple.
I blame her.
Malik, this is very simple.
Don't blame
Malik, this is very
It is
simple.
that close.
This is very simple. When you start breaking down numbers, when you start looking at races, okay, the one thing you don't do is you don't tick off your own side. All right? There's a way for you to run to appeal to people. What you don't do a week before the election is get into a pissing match with a black state senator who, first of all, has already won her race, okay, and who represents a significant number of people, and then to go, well, they're going to vote for me anyway. Okay, you can be proven wrong.
Yeah, and as one of those who left the Democratic Party for reasons just like what we're discussing right now, because what we're saying is that, well, they have other voters that they need to get. And so let's not worry about the black voters or offending black voters.
They need more. She needs more of them than us.
I totally understand.
Just a political
that.
decision on her part.
But it's a political decision.
No. Hold on. Let me correct this. And Greg Carr, I want to bring you in. I know you're from Chicago, head of Afro-American Studies at Howard University. It's not a question she needs more of them than us. No, she needs us and them.
But
But
we
you
ain't
can't.
got
Hold
nobody
up, hold
else to
up.
vote
You
but for
can't
her,
see, and
regardless of
that's
the
the
state senator's
mistake.
position.
Which is
That's
why,
the mistake.
which
It's
is why,
reality.
Greg Carr, you don't piss off black people a week before the election. Greg, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And people out here, Jeremiah Wright says hello, everyone here. Missouri is a difficult state and has been since the Missouri Compromise. At the end of the day, we have to be smart.
Exactly.
Look, we're talking about the federal bench. We're talking about appeals courts, possible another Supreme Court nomination. We're talking about, for me, that is the central issue in all of this when it comes down to this. Yes, you don't want to piss black people off, but if it's a dead heat and McCaskill feels like she can beat Hawley with a few more white votes, she might not be doing the calculus right. But at the end of the day, we've got to get past this. We got to look at the bigger picture.
Yes, we do.
I'm not saying that the political strategy is correct, and I'm saying that black folks can't just jump out there because Hawley is a known quantity. We know what we're going to get with him. We might even get. Lindsey Graham was talking about introducing this 14th Amendment nonsense. They just want to get it to the courts. What if he introduces legislation and because of this she loses by a percentage point or two? And you're looking at Hawley in the Senate. And now he's got to vote solidly in favor of this 14th Amendment.
Which is why, Greg.
I'm just saying we have to look beyond.
But which is why, in this case, what I keep saying is politicians like Claire McCaskill should also not say, oh, well, y'all get over it. Y'all deal with the bigger picture. No, you also running, look at the bigger picture. It's just not smart politics. And again, there's a way for you to thread a needle, but you don't criticize your own side when you need as many of them as possible. And I'm not talking about just black people. There are white Democrats in Missouri who are like, what the hell are you doing? We out here trying to canvass people. We got people who want to get out of here and pass stuff out. And then you run the ads and you dogging us? So this ain't just black people. There are white Democrats.
But if there are people,
the far left.
Listen, November 6th is coming. If there are people watching right now who are in Missouri, I need you to go vote for that crazy white woman. Do you hear me? Are you listening to me? You can be mad.
How about this here? November 6th. How about this here? November 6th is on Tuesday. Crazy white woman.
Yes.
Stop being crazy.
No.
What is your recommendation?
No.
Look at Missouri. What is your recommendation?
Here's my recommendation.
You tell me to vote for the Republican or don't vote at all.
Claire McCaskill, what you need to do is pick the damn phone up and tell
you want.
Hold up. Don't ask me a question. You don't want the answer.
I do.
Claire McCaskill should pick that damn phone up and call Maria Chappelle-Nadal and say, look, I apologize for doing that. We need to call a truce. The election is on Tuesday, and look, we can it back and forth. That's what she should do.
Okay.
But what? Hold up. Wait, I'm not done. I am not done.
Right.
But what should not happen? Is that a white woman running for United States Senate to somehow think that we are irrelevant, and she can just say, look, no, I'm not done. Y'all gonna come for me anyway, so I'ma dish y'all, I'ma talk about y'all, I'ma slam y'all, and you still gonna vote for me. If you gonna ask black people to look at the larger picture, you better ask that white woman look at the larger picture as well. Malik, then I'm going to the next story.
She doesn't need to for the conversations that we're having now, because I believe
she can make up with them after November 6th.
I believe what we're saying is
but don't screw up
she'll do whatever it takes for her to win.
You can make all the speeches you want.
Isn't that what we're saying?
Wrong about that.
She's willing to do it.
She votes in a
Democrat.
I'm going. I'm getting it. Y'all,
telling people not to vote for her.
If you want, and guess what? She had better learn. But what she better learn, she better respect the power of that black vote and don't sit here and play that game.
We got less power.
All right. Greg Carr, your final comment. Then I'm going to the next story.
Roland, I agree with you 100%, but I'm going to tell you, brother, this federal bench terrifies me.
Of course.
We are going to be the ones that are going to be suffering under some kind of hyper-Christian, ultra-right Sharia law if we mess around and get caught up too closely. I'm with you, brother. She should call Nadal. But I tell you right now, brother, this federal bench thing is real for us.
Oh, it is real, which is why I keep making a point.
Great.
To white Democrats, be smart when you running, but don't piss on the very people who you need to actually win.